SportsTownChicago.com. O'Hare, broadcasting live from Sportstown, Chicago. Broadcast home for your Windy City Bulls and Chicago Dogs. We're in a league of our own. Now, here's your SportstownChicago.com update.
At 3:17, I'm Adam Schneider with your SportstownChicago.com update, powered by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to beonair.com. Chicago Bears staged a late comeback to beat Green Bay 31-27 to advance to the divisional round in the NFL playoffs. Chicago will play the number 5 seed Los Angeles Rams in the next round. Caleb Williams threw for 361 yards and 2 passing touchdowns and 2 interceptions during the game. Team USA's added SP Clayton Kershaw and third baseman Alex Bregman to the USA World Baseball Classic roster, joining a star-studded roster including both Cy Young winners Tariq Skubal and Paul Skeens. Chicago Cubs signed 31-year-old Alex Bregman to a 5-year, $175 million contract, including $70 million in deferred money. He will take over at third and partner with Dansby Swanson. Blackhawks continue to be discussed in trade speculation, including potential suitors for players like Elias Pettersson. Blackhawks coach Jeff Blechel's systems adjustments have drastically improved Chicago's penalty kill effectiveness this season, even if players were initially confused by the new approach. Oregon quarterback Dante Moore has decided to return to Oregon for the 2026 season, opting not to enter this year's NFL draft. With Jim Harbaugh and the New York Giants finalizing a deal for him to become head coach, there are 8 head coaching vacancies left. The Miami Dolphins, Baltimore Ravens, Arizona Cardinals, Las Vegas Raiders, Cleveland Browns, and the Atlanta Falcons. This has been your SportstownChicago.com update, brought to you by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to beonair.com. Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the 5th quarter. It's been a while since me and Josh have been here. It's been a couple weeks, scheduling conflictions, but we got a couple of amazing guys. Got a new co-host right here, Drew, which he'll explain himself in a second, and we got a returning guest all the way back from season 1, Esteban Ortega.
Yo.
Alrighty, guys, let's reintroduce ourselves. My name is Adam Slim Schneider.
I am Andrew DeBrooker.
My name is Esteban Ortega.
My name is Jana Joshua Williams.
And Andrew, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Huge sports fan. Got lucky that, my family wasn't necessarily so attached to the Bears. Led me to be a Saints fan in black and gold. And other than that, just Chicago diehard through and through, besides the Cubbies.
And where can they find you on social media?
It's most of the time it is A, and then my last name DEB, as in boy, RUYCKER. That's normally where my tag is on all of my social medias.
Awesome.
Real quick, Drew, I wanted to say I like how you just snuck in that little jab at the Cubs there just now.
Hey, man, you have to. Esteban, where can the fine people find you?
Well, you can go on Facebook. My Facebook would be Esteban S. Ortega, or you can find me on Instagram at Eyes of Esty.
Josh?
You can find me on Instagram at _Gango with 5 O's. You can find my sports account at Gango on court, and that's it.
Alrighty, guys. So, getting our first topic of conversation today. We got a lot of head coaching vacancies. Excuse me. We got a lot of head coaching vacancies to talk about. And let's start off with one I think might be interesting. The Las Vegas Raiders. A lot of turmoil throughout that organization. You got Tom Brady as a part owner in 10% of the stake. And you got some talent there. You got Brock Bowers. You got Ashton Genty. QBs don't seem to be the highlight of this organization.
Hold on. Did you really mention Ashton Genty as a talent?
Have you seen?
Toward
the end of the year, have you not seen?
The Raiders' offensive line was genuinely like middle school class level. They took Jackson Powers Johnson from center, moved him to guard, and then instead of moving him back to center when they had an injury, took another guard and made him play center. even when they had Jackson Powers Johnson meet Genty at the draft to introduce himself as the center. And it was Pete Carroll's son who was the offensive line coordinator. So there's no way that without them getting rid of Pete Carroll that their offensive line would have been solved at all, or Ashton Genty would have really gotten any running room.
I mean, he has talent. The talent's there. The talent's there.
But I mean, was it being put to use though? Because last I saw of Ashton Genty, and this may be because let's face it, being a diehard Bears fan, like I don't watch much football like outside of the Bears, which I should. But I mean, still, like last I heard of Ashton Genty, he was having issues with his pre-snap pose. Like they wanted him to be more they wanted him to be more to get lower to the ground when his natural pre-snap pose is more like just stood up. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that was more of like his issue of what's going on, all this hype in college and then you come into the NFL and you flatline, like what?
It also doesn't help that it's the Raiders because
exactly.
that team overall has just collapsed just throughout the year, and the 2 wins that they had, they got lucky.
And with Chip Kelly as offensive coordinator, a lot of stuff was coming out about the fact that he was calling in plays that aren't even on the playbook. He's doing a bunch of things that aren't necessarily great. And when you're a rookie running back getting drafted into such a terrible situation like that, the odds that you have a fantastic rookie season, especially with the offensive line play, and I mean, Geno took a huge step back. It's hard to
Mr. Interceptions.
Really see the he's basically a guaranteed.
So I also want to kind of bring it back to the head coaches. We got some interesting candidates out there. One of the biggest ones fell, but we're going to wait till the second segment to really talk more about it. Kevin Stefanski, he would be the second domino to fall. And I think if you got the talent that you could potentially get, especially with Fernando Mendoza being the number 1 overall pick, I think Kevin Stefanski provides that stability. He, I think, brings that team to maybe like 5-6 wins his first year.
Yeah, I think the problem with that is that I think out of the vacancies for the head coaches, the Raiders is very low on the totem pole. They don't necessarily have lots of talent. I mean, we discussed some of their cornerstones, but like if you look at the Falcons, you could definitely see yourself turning that team into a playoff contender a lot easier with the help of a GM.
Absolutely. And Josh, I want to ask you this question.
Speak, bro.
I was just waiting for that quiet. I love that awkward silence every once in a while. It's so funny. But you got Atlanta. You got Tennessee. 2 teams who are young and up and coming, especially Tennessee with Cam Ward. If you were one of these 2 teams trying to get Stefanski, we're going to stick kind of with Stefanski for a bit here. Who and where let me rephrase. Where do you think the best fit for Stefanski would be between the 2 and why?
I mean, obviously, I think the Falcons have more like depth. I think they have more depth. I do think they have more like talent on that team. But again, like it's a quarterback league, so I'm comparing Michael. I don't even want to say what
Penix.
I know his last name. I know his last name. It's just that what they put his last name as for the on top of it when he first got announced.
Oh, penis.
That's how he plays. That's why I was about to say.
I mean, look, they screwed it up at the draft and they screwed it at one of the local.
Mind you, they picked. You know how I know they're retarded because they picked him up when they got like Kirk Cousins. No, I'm being so honest, bro. They got Kirk. They had signed Kirk Cousins to a deal just for him to 180 mil, just for them to draft Michael Penix. So they're really stupid. And I do like Cam Ward. I'm a Cam Ward glazer. I've been following Cam Ward. I'm a Cam Ward glazer. I think he's special. The brother had like 3,000 yards and only 7 interceptions. He's going places. Yeah, give me the Tennessee time.
Hey, I just want to highlight the Atlanta Falcons for a little bit.
Okay.
You guys got to be one heck of an organization to draft 2 quarterbacks with who are with the last name 1 letter away from the male, from the male
extremities.
Yeah.
Garbage.
I mean,
garbage.
Hey.
They have a bright defense, very bright defense.
Yeah,
it's a young core.
They have a very bright defense. The corner, I forgot his name. That corner, he's stud.
AJ Terrell?
Yeah, there you go, stud. And they have Brian. They have BJ Robinson. They still have BJ Robinson, who's like if used correctly, top 5 running back in the league. So
yeah, Bijan Robinson, Drake London. You still have Kyle Pitts.
Right.
I mean, even Tyler Algier, like their backup running back, is a phenomenal runner. It's like even with Arthur Smith leaving, like there was a lot of fear in me that without a good zone scheme, that the Falcons were going to fall off into that. But it's really nice to see how they were utilizing Bijan like last year.
Esteban, I'm going to ask you this. In terms of the current teams that don't have a head coach or that have fired their head coach, where do you see the most quote-unquote luxurious spots out of the teams? That you got the Miami Dolphins, Baltimore Ravens, the Cardinals, Raiders, Browns, and the Falcons.
Bro, if I'm a head coach, I would love, and I mean like I would sell my soul for the opportunity to coach Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry.
I love how you almost said I would sell my house.
Hey, I'll sell my house too.
I mean, it's okay, man. I would too. If I'm going to coach Lamar Jackson, I'd be like, see ya, Gurney. But at the end of the day, these teams need to find the right head coach that best suits their system, because you're not going to win without a winning culture. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? Point blank obvious.
Yeah.
And with these teams, and from what I'm seeing, Ravens and Falcons, they have talent. It's just they're stuck in purgatory in terms of just mediocrity.
Hey, now hold on. Being like, now that you mentioned the Atlanta Falcons, if you're a head coach and you have one of two options, because I can kind of see both organizations in a similar light, because the Baltimore Ravens have Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, but then you got the Atlanta Falcons who have Bijan Robinson and Michael
Penix.
Well, okay. Where
I mean, same.
if you had the option to like between the two, which position would you take?
Falcons.
Really?
I think I completely disagree with that. Like we've been talking, it's a quarterback league. When you have the opportunity to have a defense that is as good as the Ravens, that through the back half when they were actually healthy was phenomenal. And then you also have Lamar Jackson. You have Derrick Henry. Zay Flowers has been really good these past 2 years out of Boston College. Like, you need less pieces with
true.
the Ravens.
I mean, that's true. But how long can 3 players keep up an entire team?
I think my point is supplementally adding to the offense is a lot easier and a lot more. I would take that risk versus taking the risk that Michael Penix isn't an NFL starter caliber quarterback.
That's a great point. And also, you got the fact that Lamar's going on 30. Derrick Henry's going to start having tread on the tire. He already has tread on the tires. He's getting old. And running backs have the shortest career span. Obviously, he's a bit of a different story. But
I was gonna say Derrick Henry's built like a refrigerator who like a refrigerator with a bodybuilder's like what?
Here's my thing.
He's a Benz truck.
When you have a team that's solely reliant on 2 to 3 players, that's not a winning culture. Sure, it might help you in the short run, but if we're looking overall, you got to look at the overall picture throughout a career, throughout the next decade or so.
Yeah, I think the youth on their defense is, I mean, it's otherworldly. I mean, even
it is
with
fantastic.
that, they scout well in like unsigned players. Like when they signed Van Noy last year, Van Noy ended up being one of their top guys down the stretch, and they literally got him from, he said it himself on Monday Night Football, off the couch university. Like they fill roles excellently, and I feel like when you look at you're like 3 people can't hold together an entire culture. Penix, I don't even know if he can lead my culture in the first place. Like, there's the worry that if I go to the Ravens, I only have so many people, but
Yeah.
Also, with the Atlanta Falcons, with the quarterback situation, look at what they did to Kirk Cousins. They signed him, and then they completely pivot and signed Michael Penix.
They drafted him, yeah.
Or yeah, I wouldn't want to go to an organization and have to worry about they're calling me the guy, but am I really the guy?
Yeah, and you also bring up a really
Kirk Cousins feel like, but after he got hurt, he
was trash.
Garbage, bro.
Coming back from an Achilles is like a mid 30-year-old quarterback. Like, you just can't move the same, especially for Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is like a heavy play action passer. There's a lot of dropping, stepping, moving, and just limiting it. Even if it's like, oh, you got it fully redone and you got the surgery, trust in that ankle is like, that's certainly a mental game where it's like, how much can you really put on it?
And we got a lot more news coming in the off season. We'll be talking about later on in the month. We got a big game coming up. We got Bears versus Rams. This is a game where you got Matthew Stafford, a former Super Bowl champion, 37, ages like fine wine, has put up MVP numbers at 37. Like, come on, 37. You don't see that often, unless it's like Aaron Rodgers. But you also got a team that has two number one wide receivers in Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. That defense is young, and they look scary. You got Jared Verse leading the attack. But you also got the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams, Mr. Cardiac himself, having DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, and a fantastic number 3 in Luther Burden. The defense needs to lock in. The defense has shown, like, we got exposed in that Packers game. Let's be honest. We did in the first half.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking on the Bears game now, or speaking on the Bears in general, am I the only one who's noticed, like, overall this season, the Bears
are in Chicago?
I like when you said that, bro.
The Bears, dude. The Bears, right?
Yeah.
Last year, Matt Eberflus was a first half head coach, like meaning like through the first half, he had his foot on the gas, he wasn't letting up. Come the second half, it's like, hey, do something.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, Ben Johnson on the other hand, the first half, you're doing the same thing. Hey, do something. And now it's like, come the second half, Ben Johnson comes out and says, "Hey, you guys want to know what happens when you poke a sleeping bear? Stay for the second half and watch out."
No, and that's a great point, Josh. I want to ask you this: what do the Bears need to do in order to keep up with the Los Angeles Rams in order to win the divisional round?
Oh, they need to get stops because every time the Rams step on the floor, they're going to score. Like I'm just letting it be known they have to get stops for it to win because it's gonna be I think it's a high scoring game. It's really like, well, this team's gonna score, well, that team's gonna score. It's a matching. It's gonna be a matching
shootout.
It's gonna be a shootout because both teams have really good offenses. The Rams have really good defense, but I trust. Dare I say, it sounds crazy, but I trust Caleb right now because he's in his weather. You know what I'm saying? So I trust Caleb.
The one thing about that. We need to come out. We need to come out with our foot on the gas and like not let up. Like if we can play the Rams like we did the 49ers a couple weeks ago, then we got a game on our hands. But if we come out and we play like how we did against Detroit, I'm sorry to say this, but me being the biggest Bears fan, I'm reserving my ticket to Cancun now.
And I'm going to ask you, Drew, this question. What do the Rams need to do to win the divisional round?
I think the Rams are set up in a very, very good spot. They're kind of going to lean on the fact that the Bears are a bend but don't break team. They're very heavy on the turnovers, we give up tons and tons of yards. And allowing Matthew Stafford into the red zone or freedom to really attack your defense, it's going to be a huge issue. So if they can really lean on their run game, especially with Corum coming on in the last like 3 games, them using him a lot more, Kyron Williams, just making sure that if you can physically punish the Bears at the start and not have to overly rely on airing the ball out and throwing it towards those corners that cause a lot of the Bears, turnovers and takeaways, which is also what caused them problems when they played the Panthers in the wild card and when they lost to the Panthers in the first place. Stafford throws interceptions. So if Stafford needs to limit his amount of mistakes, and they need to hand the ball off and punish the Bears up front.
Absolutely. And that's a great way to say. Well, guys, we're about to head to commercial break here, but when we come back, we mentioned 7 vacancies in the update. That 8th team is the New York Giants, and we got some very, very big news coming for you. Josh will open the segment up and talk about who the New York Giants have hired when we come back.
South Chicago Sports for sure.
SportsSouthChicago.com.
It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee. Like a smooth new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream pie cold brew. What could be better than an iced or frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
When car dealers fight for your business, you win. AutoJudo.com makes car buying fun by letting dealers compete for your business live. Real-time AutoJudo fights are the fast and easy new way to get multiple dealers' best offer on any car you want. It's free and anonymous. Only the dealer you select as the winner of your AutoJudo fight receives your contact info. You're never obligated to buy. So test drive your best deals now at AutoJudo.com. Dealers fight, you say.
Yo, check it out. We got the finest pizza in all the land. Italian Fiesta is on deck, and I'm telling you, it's a hit. These pies don't miss. No matter what time you get the munchies. Pepperoni, extra cheese, turkey Italian sausage, they got all the toppings. Italian Fiesta delivers until midnight during the week and 1 a.m. on the weekends. Plus, you can use your Uber Eats or Grubhub if you got the app. And if you ain't rocking with the pizza that night, try one of their sandwiches or pasta. And they have plenty of side dishes, just like me, if you know what I mean. Hop online and go to ItalianFiesta.com or call 773-684-2222. Piece of pizza, that is.
There's only one place to watch your favorite sports team and have mouth-watering pizza. Come on down to Moretti's Pizzeria, where you can get a pizza for half the price every Tuesday. Try out our delicious varieties of pizza, sandwiches, and much more. I don't know about you, but a gooey mac and cheese pizza with a size of cheesy mozzarella sticks and watching sports sounds like paradise to me. Stop by at one of our 12 locations near you. We're open 7 days a week, anywhere from 10:30 a.m. to midnight. Visit our website, Moretti'sRestaurants.com, for delivery, catering, and even private parties. Moretti's, we bring the fun.
Did you know that Club New in Aurora is the ultimate entertainment complex? Monday nights, it's free football and darts in the sports bar. Tuesday night is league night. Join the pool and darts team. Wednesday night is ladies' night at Club New. All the ladies get in free. Gentlemen pay a $5 cover after 9 p.m. Thursday night starts the weekend off right with college flashback night. Low price drinks, retro music, and an awesome buffet. Friday and Saturday night, it's the hottest dance club in the suburbs. Club New Nightclub and Sports Bar is located at 2121 New York Street in Aurora.
You've tried the it places, but they leave you hungry with an empty wallet. That's where Gretel comes in. They got what you really want. Visit their chic, lounge-like gastropub and try one of Chicago's top burgers, the Gretel Griddle Burger. The house-made bun and garlic aioli set this one apart from the rest. And don't miss half-price oysters, 4 to 6, Monday through Thursday, with rotating drafts, craft cocktails, and portions that don't skimp. This is one of Logan Square's best-kept secrets. Monday through Thursday, 11 to midnight. Friday and Saturday, open till 1. 2833 West Armitage. Gretel, let's make this a night. Visit GretelChicago.com for menu and more.
What's going on, yeah? We back with the 5th quarter. And you know what I'm saying? I'm here with the crew. And right now we're going to be talking about my favorite subject because...
No, it's not.
Yeah, John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is a New York Giant. So I'm not going to lie. It's like the excitement right now is brewing because we are about to... All right, I'm going to be honest. Like, we're going to be like... We ain't gonna be no crazy team, bro, but I'm expecting like playoffs. I ain't gonna lie. I'm expecting 9-8, 10-7. That's what I'm expecting next season. That's how I feel right now. We have the team to do it. We have a 5th overall pick who I would love to have like Cardell Tate or like Jordan Thompson, or even if he's he's gonna be available. If we even go and get Caleb Downs, I'm cool with Caleb Downs. One of those
that'd be a huge upgrade for you guys.
Because we need a safety help. I know. That's why I
Help
definitely need Caleb Downs.
Watch, like, how would you react? Like, what would your reaction be if John Harbaugh had the Ben Johnson effect? Like what Ben Johnson did with the Bears?
I mean, I expected. That's how I'm thinking. Like, you know how the Bears were this season. That's why I think the Giants are going to be next season. Not as good. Like, obviously, y'all were like 11-7. We're going to be like 9-8, 10-7. But we're still going to be. We're going from like 4-13 where we are right now, or I don't even think we're not weird because we won the last 2 games. So like we're 4-13 to what 10-7, which I think is going to be. That's perfect for me. I'm okay with it. We have health concerns. I'm scared. They need to fix the turf. MetLife, I don't like that. Everybody gets hurt. Everybody getting hurt. Neighbors, he's a dog. He's number one. He's on number one. I love Wandell. If we can get a number 3 to pair with those two, lights out. I do like his culture. He has a winning culture, so I do like what he adds to it. I do like he helps out. I like how he's gonna help out Jackson Dart too, because Jackson Dart learns how to slide. Yo, bro, slide, bro.
He needs to slide.
I'm sick of him not sliding because I got him a concussion in the game, and then we have a maniac as a running back named
Cam Scatterboo.
Who puts his head down. Like, this is the old days. Pick your head up. I don't want you to have a short stint in the NFL.
I mean, on average, running backs, I believe, have a career of like what 3.5 to 5 years. Best.
Hey, but honestly though,
yeah.
I absolutely love the way Cam Scatterbo. I'm sorry, I love how Cam Scatterbo like runs, because just watching the man take the rock and go is like, that was my style of like when I played football, like when I played Pop Warner football, that his style of play was encouraged, which it's bad, but
it's a little unhealthy, to say the least.
Nothing beats the sound of like helmets just cracking against each other, bro. I love that sound.
The sweet sound of nostalgia. Mm-hmm. You know, I gotta say, if
sweet smell of CTE.
Yeah. I wonder what would CTE smell like? I know that's a weird question. Huh?
Burnt toast.
That's pretty accurate.
Hey, a fried egg, bro.
Yeah. Fried egg. Scrambled egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So, going back to the Giants' health concerns, and Josh, you brought it up. Cam Scatterboo, I love the way he runs. I love his work ethic. Love the kid. But if he's going to have a really long career, he's got to change the playing style a little bit. Nothing wrong with being rough and tumble every once in a while, but at the end of the day, his career is going to be short. I don't know if you guys seen like a video of him when he was still at Arizona State, where he's up against the wall, like
he's banging his head against the wall.
That's how I knew we got our one.
You got your guy.
I knew we got our guy when I saw that. I was like,
and the other thing is, again, Josh, you brought up this point too, is that Jackson Dart, bro, slide, bro,
brother,
slide to the left. Slide to the left. I mean, did you
crisscross?
Crisscross.
Jackson's out.
Tear it up.
Crisscross real smooth.
Crisscross.
He can't chalk up. He tears his ACL.
That's how we don't.
He's doing the golf cart shuffle. Golf cart shuffle.
Hey, crisscross describes Jackson Dart's eyes after he refuses to slide.
Yeah. That
taking a hit. After taking repeated hits, refusing to slide, crisscross is like, that's how he's going to end up looking.
And his eye, he's not going to sit down crisscross applesauce. His eyes will be. But the thing with the health concerns as well, kind of adding on to that, is that Malik Neighbors tore his ACL, which derailed the Giants season as well. I don't think they were going to have a great season.
That was week 2, bro. By the way,
your defense is spot. Your defense is good. The issue is you also
not that good.
I just want to make a quick.
No,
Paulson Adebo.
Okay. That's the one exception.
I was gonna say I know a former Saint went over there and started and kept balling. So
see, I just want to make a quick exception though for the defense. 32-0 with the Broncos.
Yeah, that one had me very hot.
I could tell you were not very happy. I remember that the next day.
Hey, by the way, the video is still up on YouTube. that has like 120, like it's like it's up there, like it's high because I was just so mad. Like,
check us out, guys.
so bad,
Need to
bro.
see Josh rant about the Giants. Just
Dude,
go back.
have you seen some of his rants? They're so funny. But yeah, I would say for next year, going into 2026, 2027, John Harbaugh is going to need to make some changes, some pretty radical changes, especially with whatever
That OC.
Yeah, whatever the hell. You're like,
our OC got to go. He's been had to go. Though.
Mike Kafka?
Got to go.
Yeah, Kafka wasn't that good. And
Gotta
what's
go.
crazy
And our
is that
DC,
he was a top coaching candidate too.
our
recently.
DC has his moments, bro. Like he be having his moments, like
Not Eberflus.
he make
Bro's like this. Don't call timeout, guys.
Nah, he's
Bro, what's the
that was-
timeout?
I ain't gonna lie, that whole game,
we had 3 of
bro.
them?
That whole game was crazy, bro. Because it was like they were up like it was like 32, like, and they just like they sold the lead. It was like 21-3. Next time I come back is back and forth.
Wasn't it like the next week was the coup field goal where he like kicked the ground?
Oh, Young Coup kicked the ground.
Yo, he missed 3 kicks in a row. 3 kicks in a row. That's how I knew it was just like it wasn't meant to be, bro.
I got an interesting question for you guys. How does Harbaugh change the entire coaching staff, or who does he keep? What do you think were the highlights of the team's season for positional coaches, and who does he need to get rid of? Josh, I'm going to start with you on this one.
Quarterback coach, he gotta go. He gotta go. That's first. OC gotta go.
OC, I agree with you.
Gotta
He
go.
needed to go.
I like our wide receiver coach. We'll keep him. Running back coach. See, he got his moments. He's low key he just gotta encourage Cam to stop running with his head. Once he does that, we'll be all right. And then I ain't gonna lie, we have our defenses. I really got an issue. Our DC, he has his moments. I really have no issue defensively.
Esteban, who do you look at when you're looking at the Giants? If you're the GM, if you're Joe Shane, which is very unfortunate, who would you look at? Who would you look at in this NFL draft to improve the team? Would you look more in the defensive side, the offensive side, and which position would you look at if you had to choose one?
Honestly, if I'm Joe Shane, Abdul Carter, you gotta go, bro. The door is right there, man. Just hit it.
Exactly what I said to him. Exact look I gave to him when he said that to me earlier, saying that Abdul was not good. Are you crazy?
Top 5 in pressures. He played 9 games.
Thank you.
But at the same time,
Thank you.
he sits out and like, oh, you know what? I choose to have
he sat out early and he had a bunch of behavioral issue problems. But like, if that is your worry with
the
him,
team meetings had to have been fun.
if that's what your worry is, bringing in a certified culture setter like Harbaugh, because he's not a Ben Johnson. He's not going to go in there. He's not going to scheme some crazy thing up and have you guys, X's and O's other teams today.
He's pretty simplistic with the play call.
Honestly, you definitely want him to drive that in.
Oh, absolutely.
That's exactly what I was going to ask. Like that's exactly what I was going to ask you guys as a whole. Like, if you're John Harbaugh coming into the New York Giants situation, how do you guys go about the whole Abdul Carter thing?
For one, he's just a rookie. You're going to make those mistakes. Yeah, he made a mistake during one of the team meetings, which why wasn't he sharing?
And two, you just need to stay healthy, bro.
You got to put that player under your wing, though.
No,
especially when he puts out the amount. I mean, he didn't put up a crazy amount of sack statistics or anything like that, but he really, really performed well in generating pressures and being really, really good off the ball. So you put that guy under your wing. It's kind of like the Jalen Carter situation. Like, nobody touches him. He goes to Philly. He lands with Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox talks to him about being a pro. You want those guys that are the old vets, and then you add Harbaugh on top of it to really, really drill it into him. Like, hey, like this is the NFL. Like, you got to show up. You can't be making mistakes like that. And if he doesn't make another mistake, you could be looking at.
I mean, he made a couple mistakes during his rookie season. There was.
But he's a rookie. He's a rookie.
Listen, like, there was that whole situation with the locker room, and then there was a situation where, hey, I'm going to go ahead and skip practice because I want to take a bath.
Well, here's the thing. And I think especially Josh, you probably know this well. A lot after that incident in the locker room, he's done a lot better.
Oh yeah.
His statistics have gone up, and I am sure Brian Dable, when he was still there, told him like, "Hey, you're not going to be in the NFL very long if you keep having this attitude, or if you keep, slacking off. This isn't college." Because when it comes to playing in college and NFL, it's a night and day difference. Of course, it's boys versus the men. I mean, Abdul Carter essentially got his head out of his ass.
Yeah,
I mean, we got to look at it from a bigger picture. Like John Harbaugh is looking at this defense, and he's salivating right now.
Bro, Brian Burns is just he's a whole category by himself.
You fleeced the Panthers, dude.
Of course.
All Dexter Lawrence,
bro. Dexter Lawrence, love him to death. I have no issue with that line.
Your front seven is great, but the secondary, like what Drew said, the secondary needs a lot of help.
Of course,
but your front seven, you're fine at the moment. And just getting a gem in the 5th round is just a cherry on top for you guys. All right, guys. When we come back, we got some interesting little NCAA snippets. Maybe a little redshirt rule that isn't exactly popular amongst the boys here. We will come back right after these commercial breaks.
I sound a little cocky, but I think we're legends in Chicago. We really are.
SportsTownChicago.com.
We're all looking to save $1 these days, right? Well, Pino's On Man is the perfect spot for pizza lovers with the $10 and under menu that'll make your taste buds and your wallet happy. Fried chicken sandwiches, just $6. It's so good I had to start working it just to eat it every day. That's not all. Grab 2 large one-topping pizzas with extra cheesy goodness and a 2-liter soda for just $26.30. Plus, order online and get 5% off exclusive deals. Family owned and operated for 30 years. Open 7 days a week and until 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Check them out on the corner of North Main and Willoughby. Pino's On Man.
Oh my God, I need some Pookie's crack cake. Pookie's crack cakes. Yeah, girl. You ain't never heard about the best crack cakes in Chicago?
They're right there in the Bronzeville area, right at 105 East 47th Street.
They're moist, delicious, premium homemade cakes made fresh daily. One bite and you're addicted.
They got the caramel cake, butter pecan praline, and red velvet.
Ooh, and don't forget the strawberry lemonade and a chocolate Oreo dream.
They're open Wednesday through Saturdays, 11 to 6 p.m. Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And they're closed Mondays and Tuesdays.
Early arrival is highly recommended. First come, first serve. They give out tickets at 10 a.m.
Just mention you heard it right here on Real Girl Talk Radio, and you'll get a free butter cookie with your purchase.
Make sure you follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Pookie's Crack Cakes.
Girl, where you going?
I gotta go get my crack cake.
Let's go. Looking for a great bargain? Want to find cool collectibles? Need to get fresh fruit and vegetables for the family? Come on down to Swaparama. 3 great locations, 42nd and Ashland in Chicago, Melrose Park, and Alpha, with hundreds of indoor and outdoor vendors selling clothing, tools, electronics, and much, much more. Have stuff for sale? Become a Swaparama vendor and turn your hidden treasure into cash. Visit their website for market days, hours, and vendor information. Go to swap-o-rama.com. Swaparama, the first name in flea markets.
There's only one place to watch your favorite sports team and have mouth-watering pizza. Come on down to Moretti's Pizzeria, where you can get a pizza for half the price every Tuesday. Try out our delicious varieties of pizza, sandwiches, and much more. I don't know about you, but a gooey mac and cheese pizza with a size of cheesy mozzarella sticks and watching sports sounds like paradise to me. Stop by at one of our 12 locations near you. We're open 7 days a week, anywhere from 10:30 a.m. to midnight. Visit our website, Moretti'sRestaurants.com, for delivery, catering, and even private parties. Moretti's, we bring the fun.
Get money for that old car sitting in your driveway today. No more insurance payments. No more playing taxi for your friends and your family. More room in your garage with Winning Auto Wrecker. Winning Auto Wrecker comes directly to you and takes that problem car away and off your hands. Call anytime, day or night at 888-555-0910. Or go to winningautorex.com and we will take that junk off your hands in no time. You win, we win with Winning Auto Wreckers.
Back to your home for sports. Here's your SportsTownChicago.com.
It's 3:56. I'm Andrew with your SportsTownChicago.com update, powered by Illinois Media School. If interested in the career in media, go to beonair.com. NCAA commissioners are meeting to discuss a potential college football playoff expansion. The Big Ten favors a 24-team format, while others, including the SEC, prefer a 16-team field. The decision on expansion must be reached by January 23rd, 2026, to be implemented for the next season. The 2026 College Football Hall of Fame class has been announced, featuring Heisman winner Mark Ingram, former defensive stars Aaron Donald, and Ndamukong Suh, and Coach Jordan Lynch. The Chicago Cubs are prioritizing pitching depth this offseason. They have $50 to $60 million in payroll flexibility for 2026, and reports confirm multiple college athletes and fixers have been charged in a scandal in college basketball, drawing national attention to potential long-term repercussions for the sports integrity. The Bulls beat the Jazz 128 to 126 after a game winner from Vucevic and 35 points. Ja Morant trade talks are heating up with the Miami Heat being the main contenders, and Jonathan Kuminga demanded a trade on Golden State. This has been your SportsTownChicago.com update, brought to you by the Illinois Media School. If interested in the career in media, go to beonair.com. Welcome back, Sportstown, everybody. We are sitting here in the fifth quarter. It's my first time here. I'm Andrew the Booker. I'm sitting around with some good friends of mine. And
hi, guys.
we're going to discuss maybe our not so fondness of the NFL, or the new college football proposed redshirt rule, which would allow freshmen to stay 9 games before committing to a redshirt to preserve eligibility.
It's crazy to me. You might as well just rule it a 5th year. I've heard rumors as well suggesting this, that they might get rid of the redshirt rule and just make it a 5th year. But this rule overall, and we'll read it to you word for word, the FBS coaches have unanimously voted to expand redshirt eligibility, allowing players to play up to 9 games while preserving a full year of eligibility in hopes of reducing mid-season opt-outs. So, Josh, I'll start off with you on this question. What do you think about this rule overall?
Well, obviously the NCAA, they obviously just have no brain. It's clear as day. They have no real thought process of what's going on in life, because you are basically saying, "Oh yeah, well I could play basically the full season and still have another 4 year, another good 4 years to myself." That's basically what they're saying. They're basically saying, well, redshirting doesn't matter. Go ahead and play max 9 games for me out of a 13-game season. So 4 games doesn't matter. You could play every home game. Let me play every home game for you and have another 4 years to be chilling. That's basically what I'm hearing. It's pointless. It doesn't add up. What's the point of? Why is it redshirting then? Just have him just be an official freshman.
Esteban, I'm going to ask you the same question. What are your thoughts on this redshirt year? Essentially saying it's a 5th year without having it being said it's a 5th year.
Honestly, if you ask me, nix the whole thing and just if you're at the end of your college career, just go to the NFL. Be a big boy about it.
Honestly, that's probably the best way to say it. I mean, we have Diego Pavia, who tried getting a 7th year at Vanderbilt. I mean, that's crazy to me that we're living in a world of college football where before, once you're done with your 4th year, you're done unless a medical exception is made. It's very rare that those exceptions are made, but again, it wasn't very common. Now we're living in a time where you got kids who are 27, 26, Stetson Bennett, who at Georgia went into the NFL draft at 25, 26. And where's he at now? He's the 3rd stringer behind Jimmy Garoppolo in Los Angeles, which we talked about earlier. He will be on that bench.
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting trade-off because you have a lot of players in the NFL currently nowadays where we've kind of gone away from, hey, this is a great physical prospect and we can teach him football. I get real tired of the next Josh Allen conversations because that is a once in a lifetime developmental program that you have created. I know this is around the same time, but Trey Lance, you get Anthony Richardson. There's been a slew of players who, hey, you didn't play a whole lot at college, but we like you physically, that haven't performed well, versus older players. So you said Spencer Bennett, but I think like Bo Nix.
Oh, I see what you're
Lots
saying.
and lots of football may not necessarily be a bad thing at the next level. Sure, you have your blue chip prospects that are probably going to play 3 years, won't need the red shirt. They'll play as a freshman and go ahead. We were talking about Jeremiah Smith earlier.
Oh, yeah.
That's a phenomenal example of someone that didn't really need or could have taken the red shirt, especially with the wide receiver room that Ohio State has, but instead chose not to. But it would be a detriment to him to play 9 games and then take the red shirt year and limit himself further from getting into the NFL.
And also with you got 2 different results in terms of a lot of football. Bo Nix, he is one of the best quarterbacks that the Broncos have had since Peyton Manning. But you also got Stetson Bennett with Georgia, who's been there, from what I saw, 2017 up until 2022 or 23. I mean, how much? That's 6 years.
Hey, Drew, real quick, when you brought up the whole Josh Allen comparison, that's actually a fresh one for me. Like, I'm so used to hearing the next coming of Patrick Mahomes, but you haven't brought up the next coming of Josh Allen. Like, that's actually a new one to me. I wouldn't mind being compared to Josh Allen versus constantly being compared to Patrick Mahomes, where
it's 2 MVP caliber quarterbacks. I think when I say the next Josh Allen, a lot of it is guy at small school. So Trey Lance, North Dakota State, or Anthony Richardson. It's not a small school, but they weren't that good. Florida, and Josh Allen starts at Wyoming. What the thought process is: big, large, physical quarterback who can be mobile at some points, who has a nice arm, who you think you can teach football. That's my problem with it. Is a lot of the times it's almost like, oh, well, with Trey Lance, it was like, hey, he hasn't thrown a little more than 200 passes ever in his collegiate career. And NFL teams basically said, oh, well, we could teach him to throw the football. And it's like, I'm so far against that thought process of, hey, we'll get this big physical freak and then we're going to fix you.
You know what's funny when you say that? When you say we can teach him to play football, it takes me back to the longest yard. Big Swiatowski, the defensive line.
Oh, yeah. Will you teach me to football?
It's absolutely that.
And, kind of going on just the redonkulousness of this new modern world of college football, how about the transfer portal? The transfer portal has just been a joke to me, only because why would you want kids? And this has bothered the living crap out of me. Why between January 2nd to the 16th? That is the playoff run. You got kids. We've seen it in the news that these kids are transferring out while the playoffs are going.
And I think another thing that we got a huge sign of was at the exact same time that kids are entering the transfer portal, you have the coaching carousel moving around in college football. Mm-hmm. So I don't understand why. There's lots of talks in the NCAA where it's like, oh, well, it would mess with academics, moving this. Every sport has the same one, XYZ. But what you're doing now is you're kind of having that situation where we just saw Matt Campbell head up to Penn State and take 19 different players from the Cyclones, and it is you're dragging entire teams and forcing them maybe at some points to pull out of what is higher leverage, so like playoffs or something like that, and that doesn't look good at the next level. If you don't want to play, I have a hard time convincing myself to spend hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars on you as a player.
Josh, I gotta ask you this question, my friend. That awkward silence.
Speak, bud. Like, go ahead.
It's just funny. But what does the NCAA need to do in order to fix college football with this redshirt rule you got that we just talked about and the transfer portal? And I'll just say I'll say this before you give your answer. when it comes to the transfer portal, all you have to do is move the date a few months forward. What are your thoughts?
That in terms of the redshirting thing, I'd rather we just go back to what it was before. I feel like that's way better than whatever it is right now. And I ain't gonna lie, it sounds crazy, but if they can implement some type of salary cap for the NIL, bro, I think that would be the most like genius thing they could do.
Thank you.
But it's really just like it's kind of like they just I know how it's a business. So because there's a business aspect to it, it's just not gonna happen. But those are my 3 things I would do to fix this, whatever they call college football now.
Esteban, I'm going to ask you the same thing that I just asked Josh. What are your thoughts on this red shirt rule as well as the transfer portal?
Well, the red shirt rule, I expressed myself slightly earlier. I'll give the college kids 4 years, and that's it, no more. After that 4th year, you're done. You're going to the NFL, or you're either going to the NFL or you're going home and sitting on the couch and watching the pros do what they do,
or working at McDonald's. But yeah, college football has gotten to a point where it's no longer about tradition. It's no longer
the NFL Junior.
Pretty much. I mean, think about it. I'll give you guys a great example. BYU's head coach was about to go to Penn State and take the job until Crumble Cookies came in and paid him more to stay at BYU. It's become more of a corporate business, which is more of the NFL's thing.
And that's honestly, dude, I feel like the downfall of college football overall was the minute they started allowing NIL deals.
Oh yeah, I remember when that got voted in because I was actually a student at the University of Alabama when they voted on that, and I actually wrote a paper on it about how a lot of these big teams use the NIL money with 3 different schools. And I've mentioned this before on the show quite a few times, but I'll repeat it. Miami, look at the market. Look at where they're at. There's no income tax. You get all that money. That's all on you. Miami is the 4th biggest markets next to Chicago, Los Angeles, and New York.
You get some money. You get some money.
Exactly. You get money, and it's all in your pocket. It doesn't go anywhere else.
It's the fact that you can have... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and then... Oh, no, you're good. I'm just going to finish this real quick.
Yeah.
You got Texas A&M, one of the biggest alumni bases in the nation that throws money into the...
Money.
I was like Mr. Krabs, like, money. You see that meme where, the crab jumped into the... But, yeah, the alumni base throws money into the schools. And those millions upon millions, especially the wealthy donors, they make cha-ching. And they have more money afterwards to do whatever the hell what that university wants. The third thing, this kind of like a 1B off of alumni, but you got companies. You got companies like, you got Oregon. You got Phil Knight with Nike. The University of Oregon is the originator of Nike shoes. So not only does Oregon bring in money themselves, but you got billions outside of that, adding on to that. Those are 3 big reasons why you got NIL, especially some of these corporate businesses in Oregon and in a couple other universities, Indiana with Mark Cuban, that bring in all these millions upon billions.
Michigan is Portnoy.
Exactly. And it's also not fair to the group of 5 schools, like let's just say at Tulane versus an Ohio State. Night and day difference. You got maybe $5 million in NIL with Tulane, just as an example, versus 25, 30 million. Those numbers are definitely over-exaggerated, but in some aspect. But the point stands. There's also unfairness, and with smaller schools, you got a smaller alumni. With these big, massive power schools, they will pay off anything, everything for these schools to win. It's how Ohio State won last year for a paid roster, just as compared to a corporate side business of the NFL. It's crazy. It's just college football in name only.
Here's the way I look at NIL now, dude. Like, okay, you got the professional athletes. You're paying the professional athletes all this money. You're paying the professional athletes all this money or whatnot, right? And look at, some professional athletes, they don't let the money get to their heads, but the ones that do, they tend to get a little, go to the very extreme and like You know, like you hear about all these like wild stories about the NFL and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
But now you're giving college kids that same amount of money, which like basically it's like this, like an adult, and you give an adult $10, and the adult knows how to manage $10, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you give a 5-year-old $10, and the 5-year-old's like, oh, I'm gonna go do this, and that, and before you know it, it's like you're giving a 5-year-old power to do anything and everything in the world. Granted, some of it, like some kids may look at it like, okay, yeah, cool, I'm gonna be smart about my money.
Yeah.
But then you got the other kids like Shador Sanders, Mr. Watch over here, like,
Oh, yeah.
come on now, like what? Like,
it is ridiculous. And one other thing,
It's perfect timing.
one other thing before we head to commercial here.
perfect timing.
I'll mention one more thing. One thing that is completely dead, and I think we've all seen it here as a collective: regionality. Pac-12 is dead. SEC decided to go out to the Southwest, get Texas A&M. That's a weird looking exception. Big Ten, they decided they were a Midwestern conference. They got Penn State, which don't have much of an issue with. But the issue I had was when they got Oregon, Washington, USC, UCLA going to the Big Ten. It's like, I don't think California is near Illinois.
Now we're running into the big problem with that, which is at the end of the season, you look at a lot of strength of schedule, strength of record, who did you play, when even though we have these conferences of 15 to 20 teams, you can't play 9 games against your conference.
Yeah.
Like every single game should be against the conference at that point. I don't want to see you play a tune-up game against Old Dominion.
Yeah, no, and
Rice. I don't want to see you play.
No,
I don't want to see Rice in the
like Alabama plays the Citadel damn near every year.
Hey, man.
Ole Miss
Hey,
played
man.
the Citadel 49-0.
And it's like, if you are going to expand this, then you can't allow teams to play these teams that aren't in conference.
Alrighty, guys, when we come back, we're going to go a little off sides and talk about kind of just what's on our minds. Keep talking college football, do whatever. It's just the mystery box in Call of Duty. You get the ray gun maybe, or you just get a pistol. Right here. Don't turn the channel. Wow, that was bad. Don't go anywhere.
This is your home for sports.
This is the best fans in the world.
No better team. SportsTownChicago.com.
Are you ready for this? Valley View Automotive has all of the hottest SUVs you've been looking for. Enjoy a test drive and the opportunity to drive one of these powerful vehicles off the lot for half the price. Yes, half the price. Now's the time to get yourself to Valley View by car, on foot, or even by air to take advantage of this outrageous sale. You better get here quickly, because this promotion is only going on for 24 hours, and the automobiles are leaving the lot faster than you can say 4-wheel drive. Valley View Automotive, a dealership you can depend on.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue, it hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
Indeed is the #1 job search user with over 250 million monthly users. Indeed's priority is to help everyone in the job searching process to find a job by uploading 10 new job opportunities every 10 seconds worldwide. With Indeed, you have free access to job searches, resume uploads, and company researches. There are over 10,000 employees at Indeed that pursue to help people find the job they are looking for. They connect with millions of people to new opportunities. Go to Indeed.com and sign up for free and create a resume and let Indeed do the rest to help you on your job search.
Hey, I'm Jesus Mauricio. Be sure to tune in every Friday to listen to Zeus Off the Bat, a baseball talk show from 1 to 2 p.m. where I'll be discussing and updating you on all things about baseball. News, predictions, reactions, and more about the Cubs, Sox, and everything across the league. Happens every Friday at 1 p.m. right here on SportsTownChicago.com. Don't forget to follow and share our Twitter and Instagram with your friends at Zeus Off the Bat. Zeus Off the Bat!
And welcome back, guys, to the fifth quarter. This is the last leg of the race, and we're going to just kind of talk about whatever we want. I mean, it's the offside talks. I mean, we're not going to get a 5-yard penalty for it. I mean, guys, how are you guys doing today? How's your guys' day going? That's fun.
Indomitian soup.
That was great.
Earlier, we were trying to get Josh to say Indomitian, and he just decided that Google Translate could do it far better than.
I was
I'm curious. How were you gonna say it?
Then
Bumbleclot.
I mean, that's one way. That's one way to say it. But if you got any Jamaican bosses in the NFL anywhere, you might be a little French toasted there. I mean,
not concerned, bro.
I mean, I
have a question though. Real talk. This is nothing to do with sports. Like,
all right.
Like, is it appropriate for a grown man, right? Is it appropriate for a grown man to use their indicator when they're turning left? When they're turning left, like let's say you're going to the intersection, right?
Okay.
Like, is it appropriate for a grown man to turn left? Use their blinker.
How did this go from?
You better use your blinker.
Yeah.
How did this go from a sports show to a driver's ed?
We offside talks. You just talk about anything. You're going offside from the main topic.
Oh.
We just left the field. We're in our cars now. Josh
Flag
just
on the
didn't
play.
use his blinker, and he said,
"Do I really gotta?" What, you're gonna give me a 15-yard penalty for not talking about the right thing?
I'm just asking because that means you're like being predictable. That means because you're thinking about it, you're being predictable.
That's the whole point.
Oh yeah. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be like in the. Like, all right.
You got to be unpredictable, bro.
Yeah. You're gonna
Not
be
on
like
the road.
What is like good? Like the was it the?
As a person whose cards have got torn in half, that is the most crazy thing I've ever heard. Do I have to use my blinker? Yes, absolutely, 1,000% yes. When you took the test to get you in that car in the first place.
You know what's crazy? While I was doing the driver's license test, I forgot to turn on the turn signal once. They didn't nick me off for a point. They're just like, just remember next time. I'm like,
I went 5 miles over, and she put a little check mark, and she's like, I'm not going to fail you because of it, but
just be careful.
Just focus on that.
You know what's funny with me?
That was funny.
I have a nasty habit of driving with one hand. Uh-huh. I did that with doing my driver's test. The driving instructor almost had an aneurysm about how many times she had to tell me, "Hey,
22.
Yeah.
You know what, dude? You know what's crazy? For my driving test, I had 2 instructors in the car with me.
I took a minivan to mine, and I still only had one.
I had a Honda Pilot, bro.
Dude,
they're just like
another question, like right,
like for me,
like no, just for everybody.
Okay.
Like, is it another question for the grown man? Like, is it appropriate for a grown man, right? Like, so basically, right? There's a group chat. Like, you have a group chat, right? Like, is it appropriate for a grown ass Is it appropriate for a grown man to have a Snapchat?
Take your time. Is it up?
Group chat? Why are we still on Snapchat?
Well, hey, first of all, what like?
Is it appropriate for a grown man to have a Snapchat group chat?
There are exceptions to that, very small ones.
What conversations are going on in the group chat, though? That's my concern.
That's for another episode. But anyways, the group chat. The only time I say you use it is for people if that's like their only social media, or you have a group of friends like, hey, you want to do something. That's literally
if it's my group of friends, I'm going to text the group chat though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, either way,
you don't need to send me a photo of you out playing golf. Just let me know.
Unless you're terrible at it. Unless you're terrible.
I think that's what it's for.
Like, speaking on golf,
funny
now.
things in the moment that you would send, but even so, I could take out my camera and record something on the golf course. That's interesting.
Speaking of
how
golf
many
stories,
golf clubs have you gone through?
About 15. I broke 15 clubs. Yeah, I broke 15 clubs. I broke my most recent one like a week ago. So okay, here.
At the sim.
Yeah, you know it's a problem when
you go over fucking 10. Sorry.
Dustin's gonna nick you on that one.
Oh my lord! 10 golf clubs?
No, 15.
See, I lowered the number for you, and it's still crazy.
Hey, okay. Now, what's the total value like overall behind them 15 golf clubs?
I broke 3 or 4 at the PGA Superstore. Yeah, I know.
In the store?
Let me explain the stories of how they've been broken. A couple of them were in the community bin at the golf range, so they were just crap clubs already to begin with. So one, I broke an iron, which you know how impossible that is. The head came off. So when I went to go, your face is.
Dude, I'm telling you,
bro, I'm gonna need a blindfold. I can't look. So what happened was I went to golf, right? I swung, and I'm like, oh wow, the swings are getting easier. The club got lighter. Not only did the ball go, but the head went along with it. The head literally just went like a boomerang. And then my friend was like, oh, you should go out. Dude, my friend was like, hey, you should go out and get the head. And I'm like, no.
Adam, hey, the head went further than the ball did.
Yeah. No, dude, you're telling me. I was like this.
Were you watching the head or the ball?
Yes. But, so one thing I will say is that the biggest one that I think I messed up on so bad, and the PGA Superstore, oh my god. So I
Your face sound like you're hurting yourself remembering it.
I am, because for one, I look back at that and it was probably the funniest way I broke a club. So the name of the club was Big Bertha, and that's the name of the company. Yeah. Okay. So I went to swing, and my swings are really bad. So maybe I should have gotten help, but the guy, no one was watching, so it was a free sim. So I was like, oh, cool, Big Bertha can be used. So I took it, and I swung, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound good. Let me try doing this. You know, I did the fix. I swing again. I hear dong. You can see inside the club. Like literally, you can pick up golf clubs, make it storage. Not only did I do that, it gets worse. So I took Big Bertha. I put her back in the pre-owned section. I talked to my buddy. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna expose his name, because I'm like, bro,
statute of limitations.
Careful. I was like, bro, we gotta go. He's like, Adam, what the hell did you do? I'm like, we gotta go. I'll tell you outside the door. So then I'm like, bro, just walk, go. It's in the pre-owned section. We're going. So we go outside. And I'm like, dude, Big Bertha's no more.
What was the value behind that club? I'm interested. I'm curious now.
You really want to know? It's pretty bad.
Hundreds of dollars.
About 300.
Yeah.
I mean, look. Sorry, PGA Superstore.
Break a $300 club.
I've also dented a carbon fiber golf club.
How do you know those are carbon fiber?
I think before you go out and you get new clubs, I think the first thing you invest in, lessons.
There was
in the hips.
If there was
it's all in the hips.
Hey, Macarena. Yeah. No, but dude, there's the best piece of advice that I've ever gotten from the same store I went to. We were golfing. Me and my buddy. I think that the week before I actually broke the club. The guy, he literally told us, he's like, grip the club like you're gripping your shaft.
Firmly grasp it.
That's literally. I'll explain it off there. No. But he I gotta say, legendary advice. Thank you, man. I don't know what your name is,
another question, bro. And this is for like another
for the grown ass man.
Yeah, for the grown ass man. Right? Is it appropriate, right, for a grown ass man to celebrate LeBron's birthday?
No.
That's just a question, because people put glizzies on the grill and all that, and just have like a feast for LeBron's birthday.
It's called the 4th of July.
I just want to know. Eat the hot dogs. It's December 30th holiday. I just want to know.
I think the fandom for players like that, especially with like social media, gets crazy. Like I remember when Joe Ingles was with the Jazz, there was the gentleman that had created it was literally just Joe Ingles on Instagram, and it was just his profile photo from the Jazz, and he'd comment under anything I saw that had the NBA included in it. That guy was there. I feel like the weird cult following of fans.
So like Drake, May. That.
So that's because they said that he was the next Tom Brady. So it was Drake, Tom Brady, May. And now that he's played so far, he's probably. I mean, I think he's the MVP this year.
He may.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stafford, but I'll go Stafford.
Hey, I should get the MVP because of the amount of clubs I broke. Not N.
MVP.
Non-valuable player.
You're gonna have to fight Mitch Trubisky for that because isn't that the Nickelodeon trophy that they give out? The
No,
MVP?
dude, no. He's the backup
Mitch?
orderer.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
He's the backup orderer. He's the backup orderer.
Very bland. But he came out of college.
Esteban, you get the last word.
Honestly, I feel like going. Okay, so you know how like Josh brought up about like celebrating LeBron's birthday, right? That's kind of like that, and like okay, like my brain for some odd reason went this route with it.
Yeah,
that's like Caleb Williams and like the fan who brought up the whole cheese grater hats.
Oh, no, I totally get it. All right, guys. This will do it for this episode of the fifth quarter. We are back. Again, we apologize for that long hiatus that we had of 2.5 weeks, but we are back, and we are better than ever. Got our new co-host right here, Drew, who you'll be seeing. Hilarious guy. We got Esteban, phenomenal guest. Hopefully we get to see him more. We got Josh, our other amazing co-host, and then it's me. No, I'm kidding. Then it's me. So, my name's Adam Slim Schneider. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. But Instagram's my main social media. You go SLIM_SHNADY Slim_Schneidy.
I am Andrew DeBrooker. It's been a pleasure being on the fifth quarter with you guys so much. You can find me at DeBrooker, DeBruycker on all social media platforms.
And my name is Esteban Ortega. Hopefully I can, stick around more often. But for now, you guys can find me at Eyes of Esty on Instagram.
Guys, phenomenal cook right there. Josh?
All right. You can find me.
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Adam. You can find me on Instagram, main Instagram, my full gang 150s. And then you can find me on my sports Instagram at _gango on court. And then you can find me here at
Indomitian Sue.
have a good one.
And with that, we're calling it a good night. Have a great rest of your weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
This is your home for sports.
This is the best fans in the world.
No better team. SportsTownChicago.com.
Are you ready for this? Valley View Automotive has all of the hottest SUVs you've been looking for. Enjoy a test drive and the opportunity to drive one of these powerful vehicles off the lot for half the price. Yes, half the price. Now's the time to get yourself to Valley View by car, on foot, or even by air to take advantage of this outrageous sale. You better get here quickly, because this promotion is only going on for 24 hours, and the automobiles are leaving the lot faster than you can say four-wheel drive. Valley View Automotive, a dealership you can depend on.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic